The Indianapolis Regionals have just concluded, and our runner-up was none other than Wolfglick piloting a very cool Mega Steelix Sand team. Now on the surface, Mega Steelix might not look like a tournament-winning threat, but Wolfey was able to pilot this all the way to an incredible Cinderella run that had the entire community rooting for it. Between sand support from T-Tar, incredible bulk on its own, and some really clever team building, this squad proved that even the most overlooked Pokemon can compete at the highest level. But before we jump into the team and into battles, let's first take a closer look at what Steelix and Mega Steelix actually provide for this team. So Steelix is an incredibly physically bulky Pokemon with a 200 defense stat and 30 speed. However, it does suffer in the HP and special defense as well as attack stats, not to mention that Steel and Ground is not necessarily the greatest defensive typing. Steelix actually has a lot of pain points where it doesn't feel like it can match up into a lot of the common Pokemon, including stuff like Charizard, Garchomp, any rain teams with Politoed, Pelipper. But the one caveat, and two of the reasons why Steelix operates pretty well, is because of its ability Sturdy and the move Wide Guard. Sturdy is basically a free focus sash where if Steelix is at full health and it takes a hit that would knock it out, it will instead live on 1 HP. When you add that to the fact that it has Wide Guard, you're able to sit in and block moves like Earthquake or Dazzling Gleam or Heat Wave, Blizzard, moves that are threatening to partner Pokemon, so Steelix can actually fill that support role rather than being that offensive threat. And thankfully, because you're getting access to Focus Sash as an ability, you're able to hold the Mega Stone, allowing you to actually have that offensive potential. And when Steelix does Mega Evolve, it actually becomes quite the offensive threat, gaining another 30 to defense, a 30 to special defense, and 40 to attack. Steelix also gains the ability Sand Force, which gives it a 30% boost to Steel, Ground, and Rock moves when the Sand Weather is active. Now that we've looked at the key pieces, let's talk about the main cores of this team and what makes them work. Our first core is the Protect the Queen strategy. Basically how this strategy works is that you have one focal point Pokemon and the other three that you bring on the team are all there to support it. For this example, and what Wolfey did use in the tournament quite a bit from what we saw on the streamed games, it was Mega Tyranitar as that queen spot. And the goal of this was to set up as many Dragon Dances as possible on Mega Tyranitar, making it the fastest Pokemon on the field and hit for insane damage against any target, neutral or otherwise. To make this happen, Wolfey used Pokemon like Sneasler to apply fake out pressure to opponents. Sinistcha has great typing for Mega Tyranitar, being able to redirect a lot of super effective hits from Tyranitar into a not very effective hit into Sinistcha. Sinistcha also is great at switching in and out for healing on Mega Tyranitar. As it's setting up Dragon Dance, you're able to just keep protecting and keep getting free Citrus Berry healing, essentially with 25% boost every time it comes onto the field. And finally, he used Rotom Wash for damage mitigation between the moves Will-O-Wisp and Light Screen. Will-O-Wisp gives you a permanent burn on targets, making your opponent's physical damage reduced by half, and Light Screen gives the whole team a 1.5 special defense boost, which is huge on top of Tyranitar getting its own sand special defense boost because of its rock typing when the sand weather is up. Looking at our next mode for this team, this is the Trick Room mode with Mega Steelix at the focal point. Now this team actually requires a little bit more balancing, but has a lot of similar relationships to the previous. In this one, fake out pressure from Sneasler actually helps out Sinistcha to set up. Sinistcha is our Trick Room setter on the team and the only Trick Room setter on the team, so it is vital that this Pokemon is able to work and activate this mode. And like the previous, you are able to switch Sinistcha in and out with Tyranitar to reset weather and to keep getting healing onto Steelix or onto Tyranitar. Tyranitar does set the sand to activate Sand Force for Mega Steelix, allowing that damage boost, and Steelix, since it has only a 30 base speed, as soon as Trick Room goes up, it is pretty much faster than any other Pokemon you'll see on the field. Now this is just an example. Rotom Wash is obviously still in the mix here, as well as Talonflame when needed, so just use this graphic as a general rule of thumb. And finally, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to drop a subscribe, comment, like, and hype the video. It helps out a ton. I also do have a channel Discord, which is open to anybody that's trying to get better at the game, meet new people that are in the space, or just loves talking talking about competitive Pokemon, so please feel free to join if interested. Now let's get right to the team breakdown. Alright, here's a closer look at the WolfGlick Indianapolis Regionals second place team. I did make a rental code for it, but just to preface this is not the exact same build. I used Justin Tang's version of this team, so shout out to Justin Tang. These are all his EV spreads. It is a Fire Water Grass core with a Sand mode built in. The Rotom, Talonflame, and Sinistcha will be satisfying that core, with Steelix and Tyranitar fulfilling the Sand team angle. As I mentioned in the previous two slides, the two modes that I saw Wolf use the most, and what I've been using the most myself, are the Protect the Queen mode with Tyranitar surrounded by the Fire Water Grass core, or the Sand Trick Room team, which would be Steelix at the helm with Sinistcha, Tyranitar, and a pick between Sneasler, Rotom, and Talonflame to set that up. The Steelix can do surprisingly good damage. It's great as a support if you leave it as a sturdy wide guard setter, which can help you out against, and it can help out Tyranitar against like Earthquake. So there's a lot of good reasons where like you have options with Steelix either on the offensive side or on the support side. Sneasler, classic Sneasler, fake out pressure, Dire Claw close combat allows you to let something like Rotom or Sinistcha to operate freely, maybe by Tyranitar a turn to set up Dragon Dance. Tyranitar is a Dragon Dance sweeper. This is a pretty fast Tyranitar build if I remember correctly. Yeah, 25 invested in speed. So getting a +1 gets you really high up there, to be honest. If you can get +2 to 3, you're gonna be faster than basically everything, even with Tailwind set up. Rotom is one of the stars of the show, in my opinion. The options between Light Screen and Will-O-Wisp make the rest of the team, especially Steelix and Tyranitar, so hard to take down. As soon as Light Screen goes up, and if you burn all notable Pokemon like Garchomp, Steelix and Tyranitar become almost un-KOable. Like, they cannot leave the field if you don't want them to. And especially if you pair that with Sinistcha switching in and out, it becomes quite the liability for your opponents. Sinistcha, again, a classic Pokemon that you're going to be switching in and out. It depends on the team comp, but it's great just to get the free Citrus Berry healing for Steelix or Tyranitar. Redirection Sport is great for both Steelix and Tyranitar because they don't want to be taking single target ground moves or fighting moves or even water or grass. So being able to pull those away from them is truly, truly necessary. And then finally, Talonflame. This is an interesting build, and I'm going to be completely honest, I'm not exactly sure what the Swords Dance is for, but Wolf obviously had some interaction in mind where Swords Dance was necessary. I never got a chance to use it. I usually just clicked Brave Bird right away and would pick up Okos on Sneaslers and stuff that I didn't want to see again. So, and here's a quick look at the EV spreads in case you're curious. Again, these are not the exact spreads. I'm sure Wolf will be making a video soon and you will get to see exactly what he was using, but this will get you in the right area. This was a Justin Tang creation, as I said, so again, shout out to Justin Tang. Thank you very much for putting these together. But now that we've gone through the team, let's go ahead and get right to the battles. I feel like Sneasler T-Tar is kind of cool here, but maybe because of Garchomp, they lead that, and I have to respect it and go Rotom. Because if I can burn the Garchomp, then we're dancing in the roses. We're dancing in the roses. I also could go fake out Trick Room to win this, which I don't hate either, to be honest with you. Fake out Trick Room's kind of cool. And then I think Steelix and T-Tar might be able to win this. We'll give it a shot. I think Garchomp's the big problem right now. Garchomp is definitely the big problem. If I can fake out something into Trick Room, then Steelix can come in next to T-Tar, do some serious damage. And that could be good. That could be good. Yeah, so Garchomp's here, of course. I think I have to Trick Room here, right? I pretty much have to. Okay, this is huge already. I get free Trick Room. Free Trick Room for sure. Excellent. This is exquisite already. Free Trick Room is awesome. And I think I'm cool with losing Sneasler here. Go for the Dire Claw. Protect Matcha. And if they go for Protect on Charizard, then I can always switch in. What's stronger here? What's actually stronger here? Maybe they Protect Zard. How slow is this Zard? Oh, wait, no. It's because it's Sneasler. That makes sense. Sneasler's very slow. Crit already. Ooh, it's a Scarf. It's certainly a Scarf Chomp. Ooh, good. Poison. That's good. Okay, take out the Sneasler and I'm cooking. Excellent. Excellent. Take out Sneasler. This actually worked out really well. This worked out really well. We believe in Steelix, dude. We're all trying to. We are all certainly trying to. Okay, Zard's in a bad spot now, which is really good for me. I feel like T-Tar has to come in, right? T-Tar comes in, hits the Charizard, and then I Matcha Gotcha onto the Garchomp. I Matcha Gotcha into the Garchomp. I think this works. I think this plays. Because I don't think the Earthquake's going to do enough split damage. It should be good still, but it's not going to be like the end of the world. And I should be able to KO this Zard with a knockoff. Should be able to KO this Zard with a knockoff. If I can burn the Chomp too, we're cooking. Sweet. Sweet. That's good. This is definitely a Scarf Chomp. That's fine. Honestly, that's more than fine. Because who comes in? Who comes in now? I think you bring in Aerodactyl again, unless you have Sylveon. No, yeah, here's Aerodactyl. And I think you protect Arrow. You protect Arrow, assuming that I target that slot. And I wonder if I can just double the Chomp. So I did 39% to Chomp. You might just Wide Guard, though, too. You could Wide Guard Arrow. Say you go Wide Guard Arrow, then Matcha does nothing, which is a problem. You're either protecting or you're Wide Guarding. That's the key here. Protecting or Wide Guarding. I think I gotta go for this. I think you're Wide Guarding. Oh, Protect. Dang, I could have doubled the Garch. Could have doubled the Garch. That's a bummer. That's a huge bummer. I wanted to. I just was worried about the Wide Guard. If I get a burn here, I might be good. I got the targeting wrong. That would have been huge. That could have changed this whole game. Now I don't know if I love where I'm at. Truly don't know if I love where I'm at. I think I could Heavy Slam the... I could probably Heavy Slam the Arrow and then get the KO on Garch with Matcha. And I don't know if I finish the KO here. We can try this. Let's try this. So Heavy Slam for sure comes out. But maybe I should just target Garch because I'm not worried about Arrow actually as a... Where I'm at currently with Steelix, I don't care about Arrow anymore. I care about Garch. Arrow's bad for Sinistcha, but it's not bad for Venusaur. Interesting. Okay. I did high horsepower this lot, which is good. I miss again? I really needed to hit that. I actually like desperately needed to hit that. I get a double burn, I guess that's the divine absolution here, but oh, that's a huge bummer. Nah, they missed dual wing beat. Okay, I take it back. It actually ended up better for me. It did truly end up better for me. So I think I gotta protect in case they sleep powder, and then I go back for... I think I just gotta go back for Trick Room. I think it is, unfortunately, a requirement. So they knew I was protecting. Oh, they rock slided. If they don't get the flinch here, I'm good. Please don't flinch. Please don't flinch. Please don't flinch. Nice. Okay, I think we're actually... We're in the driver's seat again. We're in the driver's seat again. I want to say I still go for Venusaur. They have not wide guarded once. They've done 0 wide guards. So I think I just keep going for the Venusaur target down. Mega Steelix looks so cool. Glad it's getting some love. Dude, I 100% agree. 100% agree with you. Who did I miss? Venusaur? That's fine. I wouldn't have done any damage anyways. Would not have done enough damage regardless. Wow, they missed dual wing beat again. All right, I have to take back all the bad vibes I was saying before because now my opponent has been way unluckier than me. Dude, my camera is so bad. My camera does all this. It had like an AI feature that I don't know how to turn off, where it's like, oh yeah, I'll just track your hand and I'll do whatever your hand does. And every time I put my hand up, it just follows it. Hey, Dubs! Dubs, we got the first win. I think that puts us back in the top 1,000. Ooh, 1970! Steelix team, 3-win streak. I really like Steelix up front here. Like, not even a joke, but I think that's not the right call. I really like Talonflame up front here too. But I also really, I think Matcha Piece is kind of not a good. I think T-Tar might be better. T-Tar Talonflame. Talonflame takes care of Whimsicott as long as it's not Sash. I do bad into Basque. I think I gotta try this out. Wobble Cob. I think Mega T-Tar is the play since you're fighting Mega Froslass. I think so too. I'm actually not surprised about this at all. I think I switch in Sinus, Protect, Talon, and then I go for Brave Bird onto Sneasler next turn. So this way I can handle a water move or a fighting move into the Sinistra slot. I technically could have left T-Tar in, switched in Sinus, then done Redirection and Knockoff into Basque Legion. Maybe that was the better play. Maybe that was the better play. I'm waiting for Mobile. Dude, Mobile will be fun. I wonder if we will ever get a Mega with the Drizzle. Dude, they should have done that with Drampa. I think Drampa or Dragonite both should have been Drizzle. 100%. Or at least one of them, not both. Okay, here's the Wave Crash. That's fine, actually. I think I want to Rage Powder. Maybe this is where I Trick Room. Maybe I just get really crazy aggressive and I Trick Room now. Trick Room now, Brave Bird, Mean Girl. Trick Room, Brave Bird. This is fine, honestly. I'm still cool with this. I get the free Trick Room. I need to delay or remove this AI setting. I think T-Tar comes in here, right? T-Tar threatens both these Pokemon so well. Because I want to knock off Baguette, I think. Matcha Gotcha also goes crazy here. Maybe I just Rock Slide. I could just Rock Slide. Rock Slide Matcha Gotcha KOs Baguette for sure. Mega Drampa with Drizzle would have actually made it like so relevant to the meta. Would have been so cool. Would have been so cool. Pick up a burn on that Mean Girl. Pick up a burn on that Mean Girl, please. Ooh, I like burn on little guy. I will accept the burn on little guy. Got some good healing. Got some decent healing. Didn't even need the burn. Didn't even need the burn. Just KO. We just KO. You know what I'm going to protect here? In case they fake out T-Tar, I need to be able to get a hit into Alsana. I thought Cerulege and Armarouge could learn Skill Swap, but nope, Pokemon with Flashfire can apparently. Wow, I didn't know that either. That's weird. Also, I see a lot more people in here than I saw the previous turn. Or the previous game. So if you're in here and you enjoy the stream, you're enjoying my commentary, go ahead and like, go ahead and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. I make a lot of fun videos, and I'm sure this will get turned into a video at some point. Yeah, they went Veil. Makes sense. I actually don't blame them whatsoever for Veil. That makes a total sense. How many turns of Trick Room left? 2. So you just close combat the Steelix slot, which is a problem. I think I need to go big. I think this is a mega, unfortunately this is a mega T-Tar turn, mega T-Tar game. But if I can't KO Mean Girl, is that a problem? Is that a problem? I need to try to have them miss Blizzard. If they miss Blizzard, then I think we're good. Oh, they switch out. That's huge. This actually works. If I can KO that Pokemon, if I can KO both of them through this, and then it's just Steelix versus... I'm not going to be able to KO Froslass here, especially if they protect. But if I can... Okay, double connect is huge. I should KO Basque. That's a free take on Basque, which is good. And if they miss Blizzard... Oh, it's Citrus? Never mind, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not a free take. Maybe it's not a free take. Not a free take, bummer. They have to miss Blizzard for me to really feel good about this. Who's it miss? Oh, it missed. This is huge. Don't freeze. Please 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 don't freeze. Huge. Okay, this game's winnable again. I feel like you have to switch out, right? How many turns left? 1, 1, 4. Okay. I only have 1 turn of Trick Room, so you double protect, but I think you also switch. If I'm you, I'm switching here. And I think I Dragon Dance. Say they switch and I Dragon Dance. I think I Dragon Dance, because then I'm faster. Yeah, you switched. I think Dragon Dance puts me in the driver's seat, because you protect Bass. Yeah, yeah. If I can get a burn on Sneasler, the game's over. Yeah, avoid it, of course. So I'm actually still feeling good here, because now I just protect. I protect, so I don't get faked out. Double protect, and then I can redirect. I double protect, then I redirect, and I can hit. Yeah, because you can't close combat to get your boost, so Mean Girl's slower than me. You won't be able to close combat with Matcha doing redirection anyways. I think this is the right call. Yeah, of course you're faking out, of course. You got to. You gotta block. You gotta block. Got to block, of course. But now Baguette goes down next turn unless you switch, which is important. So I Rage Powder, and I think I just have to... I think I have to Rock Slide. But although if I Rage Powder and I kill Baguette instead, I actually am in a better spot. I think I'm actually in a better spot because Mean Girl can't touch Matcha. Ooh, I could have Rock Slid and killed both. Ooh, that would have been huge. That would have been huge. This still isn't a problem though, right? Okay, this still isn't a problem. I think I could have Rock Slide missed, and that would have been an issue, but I didn't even attempt it, which is good. That is good. Ooh, Wobblecob. We got the win. Okay, we're 2-2. 2-2 with Mega Steelix in the 1900s is crazy. This is super fun. I didn't even use Steelix in that game. I feel like Rotom does good against everybody but Gardevoir. Like, Rotom takes on Talonflame easy. It can't do much against Mousehold, but it could quote-unquote burn it, which doesn't really matter. But I think Rotom and Sneasler maybe? But if they're Psychic on Gardevoir, then they just follow me once and Sneasler goes down. If I go Steelix Tyranitar, I lose to Garchomp. If I go Steelix and Rotom, I win against Gardevoir and Talonflame. And then I could have Matcha and... let's see. I gotta make a quick call. I think Tyranitar doesn't help me out too much. Tyranitar helps me out like a little bit. I gotta go for it. Helps me out a little bit. I don't love it. I took too much time again. Unfortunately, it's late night. Now it's getting a little bit late night for me, and I'm getting a little tired. So I'm not processing things correctly anymore. Ugh. People electroshot into my Lodic all the time, but I run Miracle. Ooh, that's very fun. That's very fun. Okay, Garchomp, Gardevoir. So I win against both, technically. Quote unquote, I win against both. I don't care about Levitate. That's fine. I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp on Garchomp and the Protect on Steelix and then Mega next turn. If I can burn Garchomp, I think I can win this game down the pipe with Steelix. If this game goes poorly, though, it might be the last one. Okay, I'm cool with that. Cool with that. We hit these. We better hope we hit these. I need this Will-O-Wisp to hit. Like, I need... Like... Ooh, Earthquake! I'm cool with this. It's a free turn. Free Wisp. Free Wisp. Free Wisp, please. It's free. Wisp has never been freer. But you know what, guys? We don't give up. I don't give up. We are wide guarding Mega Evolution, and we're going for Wisp again. Because what can this Gardevoir touch Steelix with? Unless this Gardevoir has Mystical Fire, it cannot touch Steelix. I'm still good. I just can't get hit by Earthquake. So Wide Guard blocks Earthquake. They'll hit their own Gardevoir if they try it. And we can burn Garchomp again. They got me. Hey, they're gonna have Mystical Fire. If they have Mystical Fire, it's over. Okay, okay. Alright, hear me out on this. Hear me out on this. Now we have to play, now we're going for broke. I am gonna play for broke. They are going to expect me to wide guard again. And they're gonna single target Garchomp into Rotom, which means I go for the heavy slam on Gardevoir. It's that easy. Okay, I'm glad I didn't wide guard. I'm glad I didn't wide guard. That's already a good step. Psychic means nothing. That doesn't matter at all. That doesn't matter at all. That matters a lot. Unfortunately, that matters a huge amount. Okay, Wisp. Wisp is in. Now let's see what this Heavy Slam does. Heavy Slam, I need you to do 80%. "100%, baby! That's what we're playing the game for! That's what I'm talking about, baby!" Ooh, that's good. Gotta play aggressive there. That was the only way to play this game. And I think, you know what? Will-O-Wisp again. I am not playing around. This Garchomp cannot touch Rotom. We protect. We protect. And we Wisp again. We protect and we Wisp again. And we Wisp again after that. And we Wisp again after that. We keep wisping until there's nobody left to Wisp. Oh, they're going for flinches. Ugly. That's ugly of them. That is ugly of them. Yes! Yeah, baby! That's what we're talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Now King Gambit's sad. Boom, does nothing. So now I just start clicking Hydro Pump? Who's the problem now? Oh, I got T-Tar in the back? They're both problems. Technically, everybody's a problem here. He's gonna click Stomping Tantrum again, right? You know what? This is gonna seem silly. I'm gonna make a silly play. I want Gambit to start going down because I want Matcha to not get wrecked too hard, but I want to protect. I think this is the right. I think this is the right call. Because they're certainly gonna single target the. This was great. This was right so far. I'm happy about that. Good connection. Decent damage. I'm happy with that. Low kick. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Now we're making the right calls. Now we're making the right plays. Currently, my opponent, I click a Dark move into Sinistcha. Garchomp can click Dragon Claw into Rotom. I think Rotom wins this. I think Rotom's a solo piece now. Yeah, they just gotta click Rock Slide and hope for the best. That's their only chance now. That's their only chance now. Rock Slide flinches. They got it. They got it. Yep, there was the Kowtow Cleave. Yep. I think Thunderbolt at this point, just so I don't miss. And I think I'm just gonna switch in T-Tar. Let's just go T-Tar, and then if I can get Steelix in somehow, and then get it healed by Sinistcha, that's good. I gotta get rid of, as soon as I get rid of King Gambit, I think I win this game. Like, bar none. Bar none. I just gotta get not flinched. Once I get not flinched, we're Gucci. Huge. This is big. Excellent. That's exquisite. That's exactly the game I wanted to see. Yeah, we eat the Kowtow Cleave. Good switch. Good switch. And now I think I just protect. You go down in 2 turns? 3 turns. 2 turns. At this point, I think I'm actually better to just attack. Like, let's just knock off Garchomp. If it has a Citrus Berry, I don't want it there anymore. I want it gone. I want it gone. No more Citrus Berry for you, buddy. You're just clicking Rock Slide. Ugh. Dubs. Rotom's clicking dubs. Yeah, T-Tar flinched. Never mind. Doesn't play. They chose that it didn't play. GG's. GG's King Gambit Professor. GG's. GG's. We ended up pulling that game out. That, even though we missed the high horsepower, pulled the game out, which is huge. I really am happy for that. Very meta teams that I'm going against right now. I actually... Matcha's seems good here. Except for against Charizard, but if I lead T-Tar, then there's no problem, right? You know, low-key, I actually like Steelix up front here. Does Steelix up front here into Whimsicott and Glimmora not just ball out? Like, what is stopping this from being, like, incredible? Like, what is Sinistcha Steelix stopping from being incredible? Except if they bring Zard, then it's a problem. If they bring Zard, this lead just loses immediately. Which is actually why I think I'm going to go back to T-Char. I kind of like Rotom here too, though, actually, surprisingly. I think Rotom here is kind of nice. I'm going to go this. I'm going to go this. I think Rotom actually is pretty serious here. I think Rotom's pretty legitimate. Yeah, Home Claws gives 33% accuracy, making skill shot 100. Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense. If you're Home Clawing, that makes sense. That makes sense. Ooh, I really like my positioning now, actually. This is huge. They're gonna Wave Crash, right? If I'm them, I'm Wave Crashing this turn. And if I get the Thunderbolt, I could just go for Glimmora. Is Glimmora even an issue for this team? I feel like Basque is the bigger problem. Let's go for Thunderbolt. Let's just go for Thunderbolt. They might double the Rotom, but I don't see why. Eh, that's fine. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. Of course, I know. That's the game we play. That's the game we play. Huge. Okay, so Basque is going to be less of a problem in the future. Yeah, Citrus, not fun. I think I switch in Sinistcha. You might have Garchomp in the back to eat this. I wouldn't be shocked. Maybe I should go for Glim. I think if you Wave Crash Sinistcha, that's not a problem. And I heal Rotom enough to live another Sludge Bomb even with Poison Chip. I've seen some cool sand teams. Oh, you switched. Please tell me you're switching to Garchomp. And I made the right call. Yes. Did not Thunderbolt again. Did not Thunderbolt again. And I actually really like Sinistcha into Garch. I think Sinistcha into the Garchomp is huge. Please. Please hit the Hydro Pump. I should have just Thunderbolted to break Sash, maybe. Okay, it worked. We play the game. We play the game we're given. Actually really cool now. We're in a really cool spot. So I think I Trick Room. I think I have to Trick Room here. And I go for Wisp Burn. Trick Room just to set up the end game because I'm in a good spot right now. And even if they take out Rotom, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Because I still have T-Tar in the back for Zard. And I think there were a Zard team dedicated. I definitely think there were a dedicated Zard team. Withdrew. Are you going straight into Zard? Wow, good call. Good for you. I really respect that. Freebie. Comes with the freebie. Let's go. Turn up. I got a freebie Trick Room. I'm excited. I made one with Sableye, Mamo, Tauros, Aqua, Hydreigon, and Talon, and I'm currently 12. Dude, nice. Way to go, Wigglytuff. That's sick. That's very cool. Okay, we got the Trick Room turn right. That was huge. I think I double Glimmora, just in case. Because it just protected. Or I could Light Screen. You know what? I could let's just Light Screen. Let's just set up for next game. Or let's set up for next turn. Because they could just protect the Zard. Oh, they withdrew. Maybe the Garchomp comes in? Okay, actually huge. I'm actually really proud of this. Perfect. Actually perfect. I couldn't have done anything with anything else without this. If I get the burn on Garchomp too, this is even better. But I actually hope Rotom goes down this turn. Burn on Chomp. Please get the burn. Please get the burn. Please get the burn. Nope. Light Screen's big. Light Screen's very big. Yeah, lost Rotom, which is actually good. Genuinely is good that I lost Rotom. So now I can bring back in T-Tar. And now I think they have to switch out because if they can't eat a... They actually cannot eat a Rock Slide. And who do they have? They have Basque. They had Glimmora. So I think I just knock off the Garch. I think I go for the double into the Garch. Because they're going to have to switch out. They have to switch out Zard. There's no way they stay in. Not to a Trick Room Rock Slide. I thought it was real bad. Yeah, so there's a switch out of Charizard. That's fine. And I think Matcha probably picks up Glimmora, right? Doesn't quite. Dang, that's a bummer. Get a burn on Garch. Burn on Garch. Burn on Garch. Ooh, close. That's such a bummer. I wonder if they Earthquake. Wow, they did Earthquake. T-Tar lives. That's huge. Zard's back in. Interesting. Like, what do you want here, then? What's the goal? I got 2 more turns of Trick Room. So they're in a problem. In my opinion, they have a huge problem. If Matcha Gotcha or Rock Slide connects, Garchomp goes down. If Rock Slide connects on Charizard, Charizard goes down. Let's see. I have 2 90% chances to win this. And okay, so I take out the Garch. That's already big. Now let's see if the T-Tar takes out the Zard. Well, I was going to say got to go have a great stream. Okay, gotcha. I was a little bit confused. I was like, nice. I was like, excellent. Go have a stream, buddy. I was like, that's my boy. That's my goat. Okay, nice. Nice. Steelix didn't touch the field again. Actually, the T-Tar combo with Rotom and Sinistcha is proving to be fairly insurmountable as is. I'm kind of shocked. I'm a little bit shocked that this is doing so well. In conclusion, I am so thankful that Wolf put together a Steelix team and made it so good. Mega Steelix is my favorite Pokemon of all time. I think Tyranitar is probably the strongest mode. That's what it felt like over and over again to me, where it felt like Tyranitar made the most sense, but when you could make Steelix work, it actually was very strong, especially if you set it up right. And I think that's the key here. Like, this is not just a bread and butter, easy team, like anybody can pick it up and you can go crazy, including myself. It's very difficult to find the right lines and to find the right positioning, but I think with practice, I think it'll get easier and easier. Rotom was excellent in this team, Sinistcha is excellent on this team, and clearly this was a very direct build team meant to counter the Charizard teams of the world, and I think Wolfey absolutely excelled at that, and he accomplished his goal. He got second place, and it came down to the wire. His opponent played great, so shout out to Wolf. Thank you so much for putting Mega Steelix on the map, and thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out a ton, and I will see you all next time.